After spending the day with the BMW M4, I've fallen head over heels in love with it. But no car is perfect, so here are some of the things we hate about the BMW M4. Truth be told, there aren't that many of them. Now, BMW is a business, so they have to follow government regulations and they have to appeal to the mass market. That means that the engines are getting smaller, they're going forced induction, and they're trying to make the cabin as quiet as possible. The issue with this is it kills that beautiful exhaust that the M3s before it used to have, with their screaming naturally aspirated inline sixes and high revving V8s. With the turbocharged setup, most of the exhaust is eaten up. The car is so well isolated from the surrounding that you don't hear much at all. Now, BMW has tried to correct this by using active sound, which channels through the speaker system engine noise into the cabin. But to me, that feels a bit like cheating. I feel like BMW is trying to do too many things at once, and they have to decide maybe a little less cabin isolation and a little more exhaust noise is what they want to do, because after all, this is something to be bought by BMW M enthusiasts. And they want that beautiful exhaust note. Not a huge fan of the stock sound. Next up is the nomenclature. The BMW M3 lineage is legendary, and they should have kept this car and called it the M3 Coupe. Instead, they've gone to an even and odd number naming convention. They've got four-door coupes, this and that. I know they're trying to compete with Audi and Mercedes, who have a very diverse array of offerings, but I miss the 3 Series just having 2 options. It kept it a lot simpler, and you wouldn't have all these consumers not sure if they're supposed to buy a 3 Series sedan or a 4 Series Grand Coupe. With this car being as brilliant as it is, you didn't have to change and go to an M4. I know it's the first non-naturally aspirated M3, and it's got some differences to it from the previous generation of cars, but it's brilliant, and it deserves to be in that M3 family. Of course, you can still get it in sedan form, but honestly, when you think of an M3, you imagine a 2-door. As the horsepower race has become more and more insane, 425 horsepower for a stock M4, plain and simple, isn't enough. C63 AMGS, 503 horsepower, even a stock base Stingray, 450, and if you option this up, you're getting close to Z06 territory, 650 horsepower. You've got Hellcats for 70 grand, pushing 707 horsepower. Even the new Camaro SS makes more than this for a lot less money. Simply put, BMW, especially with the turbo setup, should have put more power in the car. Now, they are quite tunable. This car has a Stage 2 Dynon software, it's pushing about 530 crank, and you can make a lot more than that. But I don't understand what BMW was thinking with this vehicle when they boosted the horsepower by 11 from the previous generation, and everyone's making these jumps by 50 or 100 horsepower. Should have put more power in the cars. It's 3,550 pounds, which is actually kind of a lot with all the weight savings and technology nowadays, mostly aluminum chassis and use of carbon fiber. 3,550 pounds isn't much of an advantage over any of the previous generations, and with the power output that hasn't really increased, I think they should have added more power. That's it, 3 things. That's all I could think of. And all of those things, except for the nomenclature, can be fixed really quickly. You put a set of Dynon cans on the back, you put a tune on it, makes more power, sounds better, problem solved. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like always, please browse our channel and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram. Also, follow the owner of this vehicle at Yas Madness. Some epic pictures of the car there. Look forward to seeing you next video.